Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's your girl, Millie Mills. Yes, and this is Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Hey, we are celebrating, we just celebrated 3 years. July 8th of 2023 marked 3 years of having this podcast show on the air here. And it was all birthed out of COVID when COVID hit hard in 2020. And a lot of us did a lot of things a lot of differently. So um, I'm very thankful that you guys have been following us and keeping up with us all this time. I'd like to thank our sponsors for the show. Of course, Aesthetics by Ramil. We appreciate you so much. Hey, you guys want to check her out if you're in the Austin area? Come on down. She does the lash extensions and all of that. She does a lot of great things to keep your skin healthy. She does the brows and all, so you don't want to miss out on that. Okay, and we're here every Saturday at 7:30. So because we've just wrapped a 3-year stretch, we want to look back at our very first episode because we really had some. We've had some great guests, including Grammy Award nominee and The Voice singer. She was a contestant on The Voice, Miss Wendy Moulton. Our mega pastor here in Austin, Pastor Rob Koch of Shoreline Church. We have the Delphonics, the R&B, legendary R&B group, the Delphonics. And of course, the R&B singing group, Riff, those Lean On Me boys. Oh, those guys can sing. We had our fitness guru, Mr. Billy Blanks, Tybo, and Sidney Moncrief, he's an NBA Hall of Famer. Sidney Moncrief stopped by to take a moment or two to talk with us. We had actress Angela Ray and also journalist, actress, voiceover, talk show host, Emmy Award nominee Rolanda Watts was on the show. We've had Sydney Thomas and so much more. I could go on, Hollywood comedian, director, Pierre, he's been here. And so I'm just thankful that we're able to do this for 3 years, and we hope to do so much more. So now we're going to take a look back at our very first episode where we spoke with Black Light Hip Hop out of Austin, Mr. Reginald DeVore, better known as Black Light Hip Hop. Let's take a look, guys. Thank you so much for joining Bring It in the House. In the house. Yay, we're broadcasting live, just saying hello. It's Millie Mills. This is our brand new show, first episode, and I'm just excited to be here. We got a sensational show. We hope that everybody's just really, excited to join us. We thank you. Want to say a big shout out to our sponsor, Classic Touch Auto Sports out of St. Louis, Eugene Gilliam Sr. Yay, thank you so much for backing this show. We really appreciate it. I'm excited, though, to talk with this young man. He's been just doing a lot of work, or they say killing it for some years in the Austin area. He's a rapper, he's a producer, engineer. Let's give a warm welcome for Austin's Reginald DeVore, better known as Black Light Hip Hop.
How you doing, world?
I'm excited, Reggie, just to be here talking with you.
Mm-hmm.
You look like my son.
We could be related.
Yes, I was like, wow, we're the same color.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me on the show. I'm super excited to be here.
All right, Reggie. I'm just so excited. So I just got a lot of questions here for you. Just be smooth and comfortable. We got refreshments for you if you want to eat on the show. You can.
Awesome.
So first of all, are you originally from Austin?
I am not originally from Austin. I'm a military brat. I was born in Panama, or Coco Solo, Panama, the country, under Mexico, Central America. And I've been in a military family. I moved around a lot. You can actually kind of hear that in my style. It's like kind of hard to place my style from East Coast, West Coast to down South. But I think it helped.
Yes. And you have a flow, man, that's just like, wow. I was like, where does all that energy come from, man?
I think the energy comes from being so shy when I was younger, and so unsure of the world. And now I know myself, and now I know what I'm going for. It's it has no other choice but to come as a massive force.
That's a good phrase.
Right.
It is a massive force. You guys got to check him out. I heard that you were going to be on South by Southwest, which is a big event here
Mm-hmm.
back in the spring. Of course, it was canceled due to
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19. But I was so looking forward to catch your performance. I haven't had a chance to see you live in action, so I was very looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you'll get to be on the 2021 South by Southwest. In the meantime, what other shows do you have coming up that we can catch you on online probably right now, huh?
Well, I don't have any shows lined up. What's
Mhm.
going on is I'm actually taping a concert for myself. It's gonna be like a blacklight 20-minute set that I'm gonna
Mhm.
release. Because of COVID, people can't come to shows or anything like that. And I have a bunch of new music that I've been sitting on.
That you're sitting on.
Yeah.
We gonna
So excited to get out.
maybe we get to hear it, man.
Mhm.
Like they say, kind of like from the basement, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those type things. Yeah, I love to hear artists who are so talented and gifted like yourself, and it just has like so many files, just bukus of just songs that are just ready to be released. I mean, so when can we expect to hear some of that?
Well, I'll have to leave that up to my manager,
Oh
but
yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna come out sooner rather than later. On some sneak peek production stuff, I'm probably gonna be done mixing and mastering the album, hopefully by the end of this week. So it's gonna be done and out, ready to release. We just gotta set up, the media, create a little buzz, and just so when it hits the market, we can get the sales. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
the marketing
Yes.
aspect of
Yes.
it.
Yes, of course. I do understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all about the business.
Right.
I do understand that. So how do you what category do you put yourself in? Do you consider yourself a rapper, a producer slash rapper, or an entertainer, or all of the above?
I would say first and foremost, I'm an entertainer.
Hmm.
Uh, I think I'm entertaining. I mean,
Hmm.
I guess I better, right?
Yeah.
But my major passion is definitely producing. I love helping people achieve their dreams. And it's something that gives me like the highest high. Like
Mhm.
when they come to the studio, I have this idea, and it turns into this masterful thing. And it's just like everyone puts so much hard work into it, and when it's done, it's like the smiles on people's faces. That's my most favorite thing. But
Yes.
performing on stage is a close second. I have to
Yes.
say, there's nothing like that. Coming, getting the instant response from your fans, like, "Oh, you're great." You know what I mean? Like that's
Mhm.
awesome as well.
Hmm. I know. I got a chance to see just a few clips. I mean, you really you bring. You guys got to see him live. He brings a lot to the table. I mean, you really get involved.
Hmm. Yeah, I really get involved. The crowd likes it. A lot of the times, that people are like, "Oh man, I really wanted to mosh," and I'm like, "Why didn't you? I was up there moshing." So
Mhm.
they definitely feel my energy, and I'm definitely feeding off the crowd as well. So
Yes.
like I see their faces, they're into it, and it like only makes me just stacking on stacking on stacking on top of it, just energy
Yeah.
out of the roof.
Wow. Wow. So I heard that you've opened for Katy Perry,
Katy,
big name.
yeah, Katy Perry,
You-
Dua Lipa. I've also did some work with a rapper here. His name is Zeely. We had one show down here together. He's now doing with Gary. He's in a band called Black Black with Gary Clark Jr., who recently
Okay.
won 3 Grammys.
Yes.
So Austin has a lot of talent. Not just me. Black Pumas are doing their thing.
Mhm.
Mobley's always very consistent and very good at what he does. I like to call it the what is it? The retro funk is what
Mhm.
Austin gives. And you can kind of see that in my style too.
Yes.
Like I'm a
Yes.
retro type of rapper, but
Mhm.
it's still very modern and relevant.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, I'm fairly new to the Austin area, so I'm still kind of getting familiar with all the talent here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just taken by all of it. I'm like, and I'm just so, honored to get a chance to interview you before you get that Grammy. Yeah,
We will
so
see.
yeah, so I know
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the things you're probably working towards. I mean, other than trying to get towards the Grammy, what else do any like long term goals like man, I wanted to work with like certain artists or things like that.
Okay, so everyone wants the money, the fame, and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. I mean, I want that too.
Right.
I would more so like to be in a position to where I can be a role model and change my community. Whether I know the money will be there, but it's
Mm-hmm.
more than just money. It's like being that pillar for, people when they're going through issues, and be like, I can relate, and that's what my music does. My music relates to the people who are going through it, and try to provide some type of therapy, because it's for me.
Yes.
When I get on stage, I'm like, I'm the greatest, I'm doing this, I did this on my own, like, I'm making my money now, like, I'm telling myself that to reassure myself, like, this is happening. And you got clearing those negative thoughts and stuff like that as well. But I'm going on a rampant.
No, it's quite all right. Yeah. It's quite all right. And just say, if you had a chance tomorrow to work with a big celebrity or a big rapper, who would that be?
So Drake would come to mind, but actually who I would really, really, really like die for to work with would have to be Lauryn Hill.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Erykah Badu.
Yes. Oh yes.
I'm a rapper. As we talked yesterday, I actually learned my engineering country, heavy metal. So and I've always had a healthy respect for the R&B and neo soul and the women that did it back in those times. That's what I came up on.
Yeah. Jill Scott.
Oh yes, Jill Scott, Angie Stone.
India Arie.
Yes, India Arie. I'm getting choked up talking about it. It's like so powerful.
Yes.
Music soul child as well, Anthony Hamilton.
Oh yes. It was really good, and it was so many in that right there in that era. What's his name? Rakim. Am I saying it right?
You talking about the rapper or the singer?
Now I'm crossing over to the singers. But and just for that neo soul, I think it was his name, Raheem Devon.
Raheem, yeah.
It was just so many back in the day. So yeah, I definitely feel, and I do hear that neo style within your rap production. I do hear that. So that's amazing. You were just a little kid probably when all those stars were.
Oh yeah, I was a super little kid. Like the very first song, I can remember the very first song that actually touched me. It was a song In Vogue. I'm giving him something he can feel.
Oh yeah.
And I remember being 4 years old, and I'm stopping, and in my head, it was all love, like the love you could feel, and like understanding that at that level. Yes. But the way she sung it and everything, it literally moved my soul as a little kid.
As a little kid.
Wow. So, and then Michael Jackson. Oh my goodness.
Of course.
Watching Michael Jackson. He's
almost every artist. He has touched almost every artist, Michael Jackson.
Right.
So, yes. So, how old were you when you actually started rapping?
When I started rapping?
Yeah, when you decided, that's the air, you want to go in that direction.
So I'm not gonna be the purist and do this to you, but I was writing poetry for a long time. Okay. So I wrote poetry back in grade school. So I mean, if you want to start then, like second grade would have been the first time. But when I actually started, putting my poetry to beats is around the time high school came around. We had in Texas, we had Little Flip, Swisher House, Paul Wall, Fat Pat, all those, and everyone was freestyling, and then I was like, I can make words rhyme, let me try this, and I got into it. And then it actually became, a way of bonding with my friends throughout the military, throughout my deployments. So the answer to that is all my life.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that lets us know that this is what you were born to do.
Right.
Yeah, you were born to do it. So you can't. When I say you can't go under it, you can't go around it.
Well, speaking of being born to do it, like I knew that it was something inside of me to do it, but I would say it took me getting to the darkest part of my music career. So, as an engineer, I worked at a place called Matchbox, and this is not the dark part, but I was in there with platinum selling producers, learning under the fire. Got done with that, started a band, and this is where it went wrong, or went downhill. Families got involved, drugs got involved. And it came to a point where I'm looking at my rap crew that I'm with, and I'm like, we have interviews here, and I'm the only one showing up, and it got to the point where there were shows coming up, and I'm like, I'm not letting these shows fall through. So I had to get up on stage by myself to do it. And it was like, I felt that I couldn't do it because everything else around me was falling away. But that happened to be the biggest blessing ever. Yeah, I realized that I can do this.
You can do it.
I can get on stage and do this. I can run the show. With the help of my family.
Right.
With the help of me and my family, like there's nothing
Yes.
that we can't do at this point from the darkest times, So,
Mhm.
I mean, it sucks going through them, but like I wouldn't change it for the world.
Would change it for
You know what I mean? I wouldn't change it for the world what I've went through.
Okay. And speaking of family, your beautiful wife,
Mhm.
Sasha, she's your manager. Right?
She's my manager,
Your backbone.
best friend,
Yes.
Counselor,
Yes. Yes.
mother to my child,
Yes.
mother to me most times. I mean, she's awesome. Definitely helps to have someone that's going to support you
That's strong
no
support.
matter what.
Yes.
And I try to do the same for her. Well, I do. There's the evidence of that. Can I brag on her for a little bit?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm a writer, rapper, producer, all of that, but I'm still not the best writer in my house. I be working on songs, and my wife comes in, slaps 3 books on. She's a 5-star writer for 3 novels that she wrote, edited, and published herself. She owns her own publishing company, the Red Pendulum Press. And you already know this woman is like,
she's just awesome.
Things get done.
They get done. She makes it happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
she's, you know how I feel about her.
Right.
She's like the daughter another daughter.
And I love my cancers. I love my cancers. Happy cancer season to all my cancers.
Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I could go on talking about Sasha and all the great work that you guys are doing. Let me see. I know time is going fast when you're trying to have fun here.
It always does.
So when you are writing, where do you get your inspiration?
So I get all of my inspiration from my environment. As most artists do. My outer and my inner. I would say my last 2 projects, if you really listen to the lyrical content of them, they're more so me reflecting on my inner of like, you got to do this, you got to do that, you're the man, so that's where I'm at now. But in some of my past songs, like Colder, other songs, you'll see that it's like on the effect that society has on the Black condition, which is what I've learned, which is what I've lived through all of my life. My environment.
Your environment.
Right.
That's what pushes you. Would you say that maybe like your discipline area has something to do with it? Just knowing that you gotta, press forward, and that kind of drives you to write as well.
Definitely. My discipline, and I'm a martial artist, and I'm glad you used that word, but everything I do is Kung Fu. So my discipline now as a father raising a preteen Black man in this current human climate, I have no choice but to press forward.
Yes.
If he's going to learn from someone, it has to be learned from me.
Yes.
Right? So I don't have time to be down about that. I don't have time. You get what I'm saying? You'll hear that in the last song.
I hear it.
Like it's just what it is, like we need to move forward.
We need to move forward.
You know.
Reggie, you are something else, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Let me stick to my script here. I got a few more questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, your name is interesting. Black Light. Well, sometimes you go by Black Light Hip Hop. So, which one should we?
It's for? Black Light Hip Hop is what it's what it's gonna be. So the name is interesting itself. It's a contradiction in itself. I think that I'm a contradiction. A huge Black man, but I'm nice as a teddy bear once you get to know me.
Yes.
But sometimes you gotta. I don't know. So shedding the light on us as a people is my goal. This is where the Black light, not that, most people consider Black magic, Black this, like, no. We're going to shed the light on what is Black, and what I rap about is Black. And if you happen to not like what I rap about, you should go and change my environment is all I would say. And I got that from T.I., you know, so which is another one of my major role models. I love what he did for the city. He gets a bad rap, but that man really did a lot of good, you know.
Yeah.
So
yes, I agree. He did a lot for the city. It's a lot of them do quite a bit in the Atlanta area. Um, Two Chains does a lot.
Yeah, Two Chains is amazing.
He has a foundation, you know, in Atlanta. So a lot of them don't get the credit, but they say they don't really want the credit. They just want to
right.
help.
You know, anybody who wants to be a leader. I mean, excuse me. Let me say that back. Anybody who's a leader doesn't really want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A good leader doesn't really want to be. So like when you see people say that, like, yeah, that's a born leader. That's why he's in that position. You know?
Yeah. You said it. You said it, really.
You know?
So I know you work on a lot of albums. Tell us some titles and song titles and where we can get your music and we can be on the lookout so we can help you crack that billboard. And
okay, speaking of cracking the billboard. Okay, so let's go first. All my links, I'm everywhere. Spotify, iTunes. Just search Blacklight Hip Hop. I have a website, blacklighthip-hop.com, which is no different spellings, just like the shirt, blacklighthip-hop.com. Go on there, it has links to everything. I normally tell people that because that's the easiest thing. It has my Instagram, Facebook, all of that. So as far as me cracking the charts, so I don't even know if I'm really supposed to be talking to you about it right now, but I'm gonna let you guys know. Oh, we only got a couple minutes left. So I recently I recently just did a song with a company out of China that is I could possibly be getting my first gold record from it. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty big. So June is a singer on it. She's very talented. What's up, June? Thank you for all the work you did. She's super amazing. But you'll hear it. It'll be out in a commercial, and I'll give you the links and stuff like that. So whenever you want to share it,
yes, please do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So that how did you? Well, I don't know if you can share.
I'll share. What's your question?
How did you get that connection?
Okay, we don't even have enough time for me to tell. So while I was out, so the thing was they called for a producer out of Austin, and they found me, and then they were like, "Wait, you're a rapper?" I was like, "Yeah, here's my music." And they're like, "Wait, we want to put your music in a commercial." So within like a week, I'm in a commercial. My music's in this commercial. A week later, they call me and they're like, "Do you want to go perform at Katy Perry?" And I'm like, "Yeah," you know. Yes, so they fly me out, and then I go on stage and do it there, and then they hit me back again. They were like, "We love your music, we love this, and we have an idea for this song." And originally, when they gave me the pitch for the song, I'll try to shorten it up. That when they gave me the pitch for the song, I was under the impression that I was going to write it for the female June. So I actually wrote a pop song, you know, and like I'm not. I mean, like I sung it, and they're like, "We love." And I sent them a rap version. They're like, "We love the rap version too." So we wind up combining both of them, you know, to make the song happen. So it was kind of like everything is all like whim, and that's how, you know, I feel like that's how it is. You got to practice your craft so long that when it comes up, you're just like, bam.
You got to be ready. Right. That's where they get that phrase. What it says when opportunity meets preparedness.
Well, opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah. Well, some people say preparation, some people say preparedness.
Right.
But yeah,
that's a Nipsey Hussle lyric. That's why I said that.
Yes. So that's what happens when you really have to keep your, like you say, stay on your toes. So when those opportunities knock, you won't miss your blessing.
For sure.
And I see that's what you're doing. You're always working on your craft, you know. So that next album, when is it going to drop? What's the title again? So
the title is going to be Full Time. Rest in peace to my cousin. We recently changed the we recently changed the album title. Honor his death. Was a good man. So knowing my team, knowing my wife. We're probably gonna have it out within like a month and a half, 2 months. But I don't want to give any dates just yet because you never know what happens. We want to market it right. We always want to up our game from the last one, right? So I think maybe taking a little more time to figure out our marketing and putting our money in a better space for marketing than what we did before would be very helpful. But at the end of the day, the music's almost done. It's going to be out for you guys for sure.
For sure. Man, I can't wait to hear it. I'm just like, hey, y'all need dancers. I mean, I might be a little too old, but I still get dancers.
You can get it. Well, I'm more of the businessman, smart guy, so you would be the lady in the business suit, like.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I'll be your PR person.
Hey, don't be writing no checks, Miss Millie.
Oh man, this has been so great. I mean, any shout outs or anything?
Oh, I have to give a shout out to my wife, manager, soulmate. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Second shout out, my son. Thank you for being the motivation. Thank you for being easy and allowing dad to do this and always being there to support me. My cousin Caleb, keep your head up, homie. We're going to be there. We're doing this together. Family's coming together for this. Really my whole family through like this whole situation, this whole 2 weeks, everything that's happened. And everyone's so supportive of what I do. I mean, literally 5 years ago, I was in the Air Force. If I would have told people that I was getting out of the Air Force to become a rapper, they're like, it was a pretty successful career too. I wasn't bad. So shout out to my whole family and shout out to Miss Millie and her family for getting me on here, giving me opportunities to do this.
We're just honored to have you.
Yeah.
And I just want you to keep going forward. So we're all backing you. We're behind you. You're gonna blow Austin all the way up. Take it to the next level.
Right.
Yeah. So, and you gave your links, correct?
I gave my links, blacklighthip-hop.com. I'll type that out in the chat here real soon so all you guys can look at it and have it. But just remember, blacklighthip-hop.com. No crazy spellings.
No crazy spellings. Well, it looks like, let me see what else. You got merch?
Oh, yes, I do have merch. Oh, we were supposed to give some away. But it's all right. You can go to my my website or catch me at a show. We have our merch on there. I have Blacklight hats. I have the shirts. I have all purple shirts coming in. They're actually done. I need to post them up on the website. Keep it moving. Let's see. We have buttons. I think we can get autographed pictures up there. And that was my phone. Let's see. Just go check my website out. We got everything up there for you guys.
Everything. Yeah. And got all sizes, right?
All sizes. I got them on me. I'm shipping them out whenever you're ready to order them.
Yeah. You want to position where somebody can win a shirt just for watching. Somebody want to win a shirt?
We can do that. How are we going to do that? I am so down for this.
Down for that? Okay. Well, we got a mock number that they can call. Anybody listening out there, hold the shirt, Reggie.
Yeah, we got Blacklight Hip Hop.
Yeah, that can be one of yours. I even have a Millhouse T-shirt as well. Millhouse.
We'll do all three. I have a shirt. First person to call up. I have a shirt, a hat, and I have a merch bag to go with it.
Yeah, there's your phone again.
I know, that's my phone again.
But so just give me a call at the 469-284-9922. 469-284-9922. And you'll get some of the merch. Yeah, it's really cool stuff. So if anybody's still listening, hey, just give us a holler, 469-284-9922. And you can grab either a t-shirt or one of the tote bags or a cap from Blacklight. So anything else before we go? Any encouraging words before we wrap it up?
Did you want me to put a verse on there? I mean, we were talking about it last time for everybody.
Go for it. Boom, boom, boom.
All right. So I'm gonna give you guys the intro to my. Can you beatbox?
I can't really do it.
Okay, I'll give you guys the intro to the album coming in. Yeah, keep going. Let's go. Yeah. Tell them. Looking at life just can't be right. Sleep with the heater because it's cold at night. Boy been sick, got why ain't signed. Move too quick, just want my time. Nowadays, homie get money on site all night, get hype, no sleep, catch fight. Hold on, let's slow that down just a tad bit.
Yeah, you're going way faster than I could blow out.
Here, let's see, look at the tempo.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Tell me, looking at life, it can't be right. Sleep with the heater because it's cold at night. Boy been sick, got why ain't signed. Move too quick, just win my time. Nowadays, homie get money on site all night, get hype, no sleep, catch fight next night. People ignite, had a fan so the heads like a heavyweight fight. Going 300, I step on the game. Put it in your chest so you're not entertained. I mean your thing. I'm messing up.
Hey, but you are full. I didn't.
Yeah.
Spinning. I'm running out of air. You going real strong.
I could get it. It's just the new stuff I want to get to y'all. But y'all check me out, blacklighthiphop.com for real.
Yes, for real. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for our sponsors and everything. Of course, I'm getting text messages while I'm looking down in here, but Classic Touch, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Please forgive me. Classic Touch Auto Sports out of St. Louis. Thank you so much for being our sponsor this evening on the show. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with our new guest. He'll be Donald Freisen out of Memphis, Tennessee. He is his whole career has been just dance.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get to talk about him. He's a choreographer, world dancer. And I'm just thankful to be here on Millhouse Entertainment. This is the first official show. Bring it in the house. Woo! Thank you for tuning in. We love you guys. Yay.
Peace.
Peace out. Deuce.